Timo, from a manufacturing and industry perspective, what have you announced here at GTC?
I think first of all, it's really important to mention like what we're seeing here. I think it's the industrialization of AI. We really see things are moving away from a little pilot here, a little pilot there. Now it's becoming integrated into workflows, into every facility, and intelligent machines are becoming real right now. I mean, any kind of robot platform, we really see that integrated now. And if you look at like three big areas from my perspective, everything related to industrial engineering, everything digital twins, and the robotics stack. I mean, this is really impressive what you see here with our partners, right? And industrial engineering, starting with AI physics. How do we leverage simulation results, put them into an AI model to really have real-time results, changing parameters of your product, of your system design, and you instantly see like, what does that mean? How does it affect the result of my product? Digital twins, large-scale facilities integrated with partners like a Siemens, for example. Like, literally having not only a 3D representation, but having that physics-based simulation. You combine that with operational data, and that gives you the speed to really adapt in terms of like, how can I optimize? How can you simulate that factory? And robotics, I mean, like we're showing the full stack from large-scale robot policy training, simulation, physics-based simulation, new safety concepts. So I'm really excited.
Now, we could be here for a week doing a Netflix series on the amount of stuff that you've announced again. A lot of people will be out there and go, God, there's so much stuff going on. You've called out three things already. I suppose, why, from the folks you know in industry, in Europe or whatever, why should they care? What should they keep an eye on?
I mean, if you look at what's happening right now in the industry, like lots of reshoring, regionalization of operations and production sites, with that, the need of having more automation in those factories, because let's face it, we don't have the experts.
Agreed.
We don't have enough people to run all those factories.
Even if you had the money.
Absolutely. So we need to automate and we need to leverage those technologies. And what it really brings you, it's helping in terms of time to market, like across the whole product lifecycle, and whether that's in product design research in terms of how do we leverage these tools to really speed up our development cycles. Like I mentioned before, AI physics, you change the design parameters and you have, due to the instant inference, you have real-time results. And that gives you a huge speed up compared to traditional ways of actually doing the product design. And so then integrating that into your production digital twin, optimizing how you produce your product, and then again combining that with intelligent machines, that gives manufacturers completely different tools on how they will produce in the future, right? And I think that's really like, when you look at that, the need for further automation, this is the capability that you need to think of today.
This is the infrastructure, and I know here, you know, you have the whole 5-layer cake, the full stack. You have the was it the 4 scaling laws? You have Agentic AI coming down the line. As I say, you could do a Netflix series. Now, another key theme is like compute is the revenue, and as you say, it's speeding things up, and it's the business drivers. Well, I'll put you on the spot. Of all the stuff that you've announced this week, any particular thing that stands out for you?
Many of those. I think what's really important is like, if you see how concrete and grounded in reality everything has become. This is what stands out for me, right? It's not like we're talking about a pilot here and there.
A new shiny toy.
Exactly, it's starting to scale. We see the engineers here, like collaborating with those AI physics model and changing those products that they're showcasing today in real time. We're seeing like robots are being trained in those huge virtual facilities, right? Trained to a point where you can say, okay, and now I'm ready to deploy. Because before, let's face it, we always had to go back between the actual machine and our training ground, and now we can simulate it. Yeah, exactly. And then it didn't work, right? And then you had to train again, you had to try it out, doesn't work, go back. Now, today we have the virtual environment. And I think what's really important to mention in that context, like all the new safety aspects. I mean, traditional safety concepts are now being enhanced today, and this is what we're also showing this week. Today we are using not only the on-robot or on-intelligent machine sensors, but we are integrating that with the surrounding sensors of the actual environment. And that gives us a very different level of safety, and with that also safe integration into real-world deployments.
You just see the convergence of technologies, we talked about breaking down the silos for years, and having seen some of the demos and stuff. and Agentic AI on top, we're getting there faster than I expected. What's next after GTC?
Well, obviously, next big event for us is Hannover Messe. So we're very much looking forward to show even the next step until Hannover Messe with many of our partners there. Hopefully see what's happening, what have we achieved, also going beyond what we are already showcasing today. I think what's important from an industrial perspective is really that everyone needs to start thinking about those capabilities now, because again, it's a capability that is being integrated into the real world. This is not like a generic abstract IT function anymore. AI.
I'm not putting in Wi-Fi, for example.
Exactly. AI, whatever that is, agents, agentic AI, physics-based digital twins, and the full stack robots. This is becoming real. Every manufacturer needs to think about how will this become part of my operations, because this is going to be a capability like you have had in the past for your traditional operations. It's not just, oh yeah, here's a little piece of IT that I need to add. This is going to change manufacturing and production operations fundamentally in the future. I'm 100% convinced.
We were chatting last night, and it's not just in this department and a bit over here. It will go right across all the business processes, right across the company. So it's a re-architecture of business process.
It's a re-architecture of the business processes, and it's a transformation. I mean,
oh yeah.
How long are we talking about digital transformation? Now you have the urgency, now you have the pressure to really transform. Because if you don't transform right now, you'll miss that train. AI is not like any other technological step change that we have seen in the past. AI is going to fundamentally change how we will operate in the future.
Hey, good stuff. Thanks very much.
Thank you.